you guys doing? Welcome to another live stream. I think we should officially call these like Sunday lives with Simone or Sunday streaming Sundays with Simone or something like that. What do you guys think? First off, let's go ahead and address what's going on in the chat right now. They don't have queso in the UK. Hang on a second. What? I can't fathom this. Queso is everywhere here in the US. Like every single grocery store, there's a queso section. It's not just like one thing of queso by one brand. There's a whole section. And we make it at home. We have it all the time. It's at every single Mexican restaurant. Let's see what's happening. I watched a video of a Texan living in London go to a Tex-Mex restaurant and he said it was just like being back home. Great queso. Oh, well, you should go try it out. Queso is like, it's a staple. Never had queso. I can't believe that. Hello, everybody. Alvin. Is it Koi? K-O-I? Koi? Queso for the win. Yes. Basically, all it is melted cheese. Melted cheese and then some seasonings too. Like cumin, chili powder. How is everybody doing? All right, let's get started on some topics. First off, what did you guys think of episode 6? Yeah, where is everybody watching in from too? What did you guys think of episode 6? What was your favorite segment? We talked about Friends. We talked about The Big Bang Theory. We talked about Frasier. We talked about a bunch of other different sitcoms as well. The quesadillas. Oh, quesadillas are so good. Episode 6 was amazing. Thank you so much, Virtual Screen. It's a very unique name as well. Loved Joey, all the clothes. Yes, that was very, that was probably one of the most difficult outfits to put together because I had to get it all on. And about 4 or 5 layers in, I sort of started getting a little Michelin Man-y. And it was hard to get it on. The Friends pillow was not there in the episode. No. I forgot to put a lot of little trinkets that I have that are Friends related in the episode. I have this little guy. I have the couch right there. I have a little Monica as well. I also have an Ann Getty's portrait picture art. So if you guys get that reference, you're awesome. Gotta say, it's crazy commitment to the outfitting. It is. I love the outfitting is probably one of my favorite parts about creating the episodes because I get to really showcase and put myself into the character, so to speak, of that song. So with this episode especially, there were a lot of character-based outfits, which were really, really fun to put together. And I'm a huge sitcom lover. So I love Friends, I love Frasier, I love Will and Grace, which I didn't do this episode just because it's doesn't have much of a theme song to begin with, but I love that show as well. Just Shoot Me, if you guys know that deep cut from the 90s, great show. Episode 6 is great and lovely outfits, for real. Honestly missing the head to toe outfits. Well, I will have a new EDUCOVER coming this week. So look out for some boots. Alex, what type of students? A few students. Aw. Well, hello. Tell your students I say hi. And don't be shy. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the chat. I will be happy to answer any of them. Can you give some honorable mentions that didn't make the video? Oh, like, yes, I can. Well, Will and Grace didn't make it, but amazing show. How I Met Your Mother, amazing show. Third Rock from the Sun, great sitcom. I love that one. There's so many from the 80s, from the 70s. There's Family Ties. There's Saved by the Bell. There's, oh gosh, so way too many. Oh, what's the one? Three's Company. Beverly Hillbillies, that one's early 70s, late 60s, I think. Um, so there's so many great sitcoms. I felt like when I was creating the list, I felt like I could do a list per decade, just one for the 60s where it really started to take fold of the sitcom genre. And then the 70s, there's so many, and then 80s, 90s for sure. There's like a plethora of sitcoms from the 90s. And then some in the 2000s. There's even a few still around today, which I could highlight. The Big Bang Theory is fantastic. It is. Honestly, it took your episodes to realize that the Big Bang Theory song wasn't related to the show. Yeah. It was, it's a very cool song. It's by the Bare Naked Ladies. I honestly, what do you guys think? I don't think anybody could have done the Big Bang Theory theme song better than the Bare Naked Ladies. I think they absolutely they did a perfect, what was that, casting, I guess, booking for that. I feel the same way with like Primus with South Park. I guess that's another one, but that's animated. To me, animated is a totally different ballpark. Our whole universe was in a hot distant state nearly 14 billion years ago. Expansion started. But wait. I could have done the song better. Maybe. Maybe they should have booked you. That would have been awesome. How long does it take you to put together an episode? It depends on the topic. When there's a lot of information out there about something, or when there's like so many songs that could be in the topic, it's sometimes easier because there's just so much to research and so much to find, so it's easy to find tons of information. But songs that are a little bit more niche, I guess, are a bit harder. It also has to deal with like copyright. For the Live Aid episode took me the longest because copyright is just, all that stuff is so heavily protected by Ireland, actually, like the government in Ireland. So, which is crazy. So that was very hard to be able to produce and get some footage from that, and to even really find some stories behind that. So that was a little bit more difficult. But on average, I'd probably say a week and a half if I'm really like rushing. Maybe a week to a week and a half if I'm rushing. If I want to be able to take my time, probably 2 weeks. Do you ever have time to rest in between making episodes? No. I mean, I will say, okay, a little bit. I try to take at least a day off to sort of have a mind reset because I feel like that is so necessary to not have burnout, because you can get to burnout very quickly. So I like to take like a day off after I post something, and then I get right back to it. Right back to the vision board. What are we going to do next? What's the next big thing? What's the next topic? And speaking of topics, I actually put up a poll on my community tab, and I would love for you guys to vote. Right now, the one-hit wonders from the 80s is in the lead. We also have, let me see, we also have the CBGBs scene and the punk New York scene from the 70s, how it all started, the birth of punk in the US, all that fun stuff. We talk about the Ramones. It's a pretty cool topic to talk about. Of course, we have the one-hit wonders from the 80s. So many songs that could be. I mean, it's a glorious list of songs. And then we have classical pieces that you've heard but don't know the name of. That's the list. And then we have Royal Family of Music. The musical Royal Family, which I want to start a series called musical royal family, where we go over the queens, the kings, the princes, the princesses, and then all the other titles of music history. So, like, the king of pop, of course, is Michael Jackson. The king of rock is heavily debated, but most commonly titled as Elvis Presley. And then we have, just so many, the Prince of Darkness, of course, Ozzy Osbourne. So we would cover stuff like that and really go over the unofficial kings and queens of music history. So that's that genre. So go to my poll, put in your vote, and we'll see. Maybe it's the next episode. All right, I'm gonna go back to the comments because I see it. I see it flowing while I'm talking. Do you have time to, let's see, the Wiggles? Oh my goodness. Are we doing a kids TV show episode now? Sesame Street. Yep, the Wiggles. What else? Should we do a kids episode? Like 2000s kids nostalgia? Or 80s kids nostalgia? Michael Jackson still around. They could have done a duet. That would have been awesome. Pop meets rock. The origins of pop and the origins of rock meet. Elmo, Big Bird, yep. From Sesame Street. Thomas the Tank Engine, yes. So when I love your drumming, do you have a favorite band? My favorite band changes so often. I'm that kind of person where I don't have a specific favorite band. I just love music. It's just music, and they're all different. I love things for different reasons, I love, for current day stuff, I would say love 21 Pilots. They're probably one of my favorite current bands. They're great, but I listen to so much music. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, but this band. Oh, but this band. Oh, but there's too many good ones. The Wiggles meets baby metal. Oh, goodness gracious. That would be something. If the Wiggles met a metal band, they wouldn't hear the end of it. True. I think everyone who responds to me, but I feel helps covering that information into something I can say. Episode on 21 Pilots? Yes! Let's do it. Soul dedicated to 21 Pilots. Barney power metal would work, though. Hello, Nina Marie Casper. Hello, Anthony. I liked some of the boys in Tears for Fears. Tears for Fears. Yes. Tears for Fears is awesome. I actually did a song by them on Hits by Iconic Duos, so you should totally check that out if you haven't already. Hello. I will keep on with the drumming videos. I'm researching right now on how to link my drums and everything with the live stream so that I can play drums while being live. But here's the thing. If I just set up my camera and I just start playing drums, it will sound like a cacophony for you guys because my mics won't be set up for you guys. So you'll just be going through my camera audio, which is not optimal for drumming, trust me. So right now I'm trying to research and be able to mic up my kit and have you guys hear my drums being mic'd up while also being able to hear my voice, which right now I'm using this mic, but I couldn't use this mic on my drum kit. And while also being able to hear whatever I'm hearing while playing drums, if that makes sense. So it will happen eventually, but I've got to do a lot of research first. I'm glad you're doing lives. It's awesome. Thank you. I'm thinking of doing them more often. After I post a episode, we hop on here, talk about it, see what you guys think. Going back on that topic, what was you guys's what was your favorite moment? Did you guys, like the topic that I talked about? Do you guys like all the cutaways that I do and the overlays? What'd you guys think about my breaking news? Breaking almost literally. Let's talk about that. I actually so a little bit of explaining. If you didn't see the episode yet, I explained that in the episode. I was trying to do this sort of gesture, and I go, what was the line? This stinks. This is total BS. And I go like this with the total BS, and I hit the edge of my elbow on the corner right here, and it hurt a lot. And I was honestly, I will say I was very scared because this arm I actually broke in 2018. So I was like, "Oh no, did I just break it again?" So, so glad nothing was actually broke. Yes, me too. Me too as well. Is the cabinet chipped from your elbow? No, this was here before. This cabinet is actually from we know the 70s, we think the 60s. So it's a very, very old cabinet. So it has dings from it moving probably 5 plus times. But yeah, it hurt very bad. That's a hearing pain, bro. I can imagine it was. I'm hooked up on the Steve and Grohl lore though. Yes, Steve is I sent him that letter from the end of my episode, and he I don't know, he doesn't like when I call him out on things at the end of episodes, so but I'm gonna keep doing it because it keeps him accountable, right? And so one day he will actually get me Dave Grohl because that's what he's supposed to be working on. Is your refrigerator running? If it is, you better chase it. Ha! Good one. Back, back to the old times of the 90s cartoons. I like the old Scooby Doo and Courage of the Dog, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, and Eddie. And of course, SpongeBob. I don't know Ed, and Eddie. It sounds familiar. I can't see a visual though. But Scooby Doo. I love Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo is probably one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I watched it so much. I have a Scooby Doo shirt that I wear a lot, and SpongeBob is classic. It truly is. Scooby Doo and Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry was my stuff growing up. It was way before my time. But I was very into it. I had it on DVD. I would put it in to the Blu-ray/DVD player, and I would watch it. iCarly theme song! Yes! Okay, I wanna do a whole different see, that is a totally different genre to me, is iCarly, and because that's Nickelodeon, we have Disney Channel, that is a totally different wheelhouse to me. I feel like we could have our own episode on Nickelodeon and Disney alone. Because Disney, of course, and Nickelodeon, they both have the, iconic theme songs from the sitcoms that they had, but also the iconic intro theme songs or intro songs, whatever you would call them, for their movies as well. And there's so many ones that like just stand out and that you know from your childhood and everything like that. Yeah, they're so catchy. Loud House 2, yep. Drake and Josh, yes. I feel like that could be its own episode entirely. Would you guys want to see that? R5 band with Russ Lynch. Yes, I was obsessed with R5 when I was younger. That was my band. That was actually my first concert was R5, and it was very, very cool. I actually there's a whole story behind that, but a shortened version of that story is we went and saw them in Orlando, and we went to the Hard Rock Cafe to eat dinner and whatever, and they were actually sitting there a few tables across from us, eating dinner as well. So, of course, I went over and I was all young. I was like, I don't even know how old I was, like 11 or something like that. I was very young. And I went over and I said hi, and I wanted, like, just to say hi. I like barely even wanted a picture with him. My mom was the one who was like, "Do you wanna get a picture with them?" And I just wanted to go and say hi, and I wanted to show, Rydell Lynch my nails because I got my nails painted with the R5 logo, and because that's what little 11, 12-year-old me wanted to do. And so I showed her my nails, and then the next day, she actually recognized me in the crowd, and I got to ask their drummer, no, not Riker, whatever, Ratliff. That's what it was. I got to ask him a drummer question, and I asked him what his number one tip was for drummers, and he said practicing rudiments. And 11, 12-year-old me was like, oh, really? Know what everybody else is saying, not you too. But at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. So there's Jessie too. Yes. We're back on Disney Channel. I love that. Have you heard The Warning? I've been hooked on their music. No, I want to know. The Warning. Where's my pen? You guys teach me so much. The Warning. Okay. There's Jessie. Yes. Should we do an episode in R5? Let's be real here. Or like bands that have come out of Disney. Like Disney bands. Or like bands adjacent to Disney. Disney does have some peak stuff. Jessie, Good Luck Charlie. I should do Disney Channel, shouldn't I? Is that what I need to do next? I don't know. Maybe give it an episode because we just did theme songs. So give it an episode. Maybe the next episode. I'm gonna write it down. Disney Channel. But what side of Disney Channel? Because we have Good Luck Charlie and we have, Austin and Ally. Yes. And Hannah Montana. Yes. We have all this good stuff. Hi, I'm Simone Lockhart, and you're watching Disney Channel. I need to do that in the beginning of it. Exactly. Yes. Okay, this is what I was about to ask. So, what side of Disney Channel? Because we have the Disney Channel sitcoms like Hannah Montana and all that good stuff, but we also have like the movies like Camp Rock, Lemonade Mouth. Do you guys remember that movie? And there's so many good ones. I'm totally blanking on everything in my life right now. But like the Camp Rock, like Disney Channel movies, there's so many more, and I'm forgetting. Oh, what's the one that, the monster movies, right? This is Thriller, but like the monster movies. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? High School Musical. Thank you. Yes, all that sort of stuff. So what side of Disney Channel? All of it. Yeah, okay, fine. That's easy answer. Easy answer, all of it. The Warning, a great band consisting of 3 sisters from Monterrey, Mexico. Ooh. It's gonna blow your mind. 3 Mexican sisters that started at a very young age. Okay, I'm looking it up. I've written it down. It's on my piece of paper, and now I'm looking it up. Zombie, thank you. Yes. Lemonade Mouth, amazing movie, right? I still listen to the soundtrack of Lemonade Mouth. Me too. I was actually researching Disney Channel movies the other day, and I rediscovered the Lemonade Mouth song. What's it? Determinate. I had to play it in my head for a second, and then it came to me. Determinate from Lemonade Mouth. I rediscovered that song, and I forgot how good of a song that was. Yes, Descendants, the new ones, yes. Starstruck, oh, that was a great movie. Yeah, what about, oh gosh, that's like classic Disney Channel with Sunny with a Chance, and what's the one that was basically the same show, but like it preluded it? What was that afterwards? Because Demi Lovato was in it, and then she left, and they had the same show, but they changed the name. I like the movie with the guy from Demi Lovato's show that got canceled. The guy from the Demi... Which one was that? That was Starstruck, wasn't it? Oh, you're saying I liked that movie. Yeah. It was a good movie. I like that movie where yes, it was a good movie. Descendants, yes. Determinate was peak. It was peak. It was very peak. Descendants was lovely. Descendants, when the first one came out, I loved it. I loved every single soundtrack. Oh, you know what else I just thought of? Teen Beach Movie. Did you guys watch that one? Teen Beach Movie, amazing. I was obsessed with that one when I was a kid too. I was such a Disney Channel kid, like peak Disney Channel kid. I, gosh, I want to do this episode now. And I just want to do all the greats from peak Disney Channel era. Do you like Batman, Joker, Jack Nicholson? Yes. Danny DeVito and the Penguin movie? Yep. Batman, Forever, and Jim Carrey, Two-Face and the Riddler? Yes. All yes to all of them. I love the Batman movies. And Jim Carrey, I love Jim Carrey. He's such an amazing actor. The Mask was one of my favorite movies for a very long time. Disney 1960s oldies movies. Yes. We should get in. See, okay. Disney can be so many different episodes. We have Disney Channel sitcoms. We have Disney Channel movies. We have OG Disney. We have Disney princesses. We have the original cartoons of just a Mickey Mouse and him going through like a bunch of different experiences, which that was a show, I think. And then Steamboat Willie, and we have the prelude of Mickey Disney era with Oswald. I mean, there's so many. Phineas and Ferb. Yes. We're just nostalgia tripping over here. Yes, we are. We're just going down a huge memory lane. I love this. I love it, though. Nostalgia is probably one of my favorite things. Like, just talking about it, experiencing it, seeing it, even nostalgia that wasn't my decade. You know, that wasn't my childhood. I love seeing it. I love seeing other people's nostalgia. The Mickey Mouse Club. MICKYMOUSE. That was my childhood. Don't say Barney or Teletubbies. Okay. We will exclude Barney and Teletubbies. How about this? We will have they will have their own episode called, like, I don't know, Cringe Childhood. How about that? Like the cringy shows from our childhood, and that's where Barney and the Teletubbies will be. Teletubbies and Barney low-key scared me. Yeah. Teletubbies, yes. Barney, I did watch that a little bit as a kid. I think you either have to grow up with it or you don't. And like, if you do grow up with it, like, you're fine. But if you don't grow up with it, they're creepy. No, those shows were good, man. What are you talking about? I know they were good. They were pretty nostalgic. Doc McStuffins, yeah. You can't forget about that one. That one was, I guess, good for the generation that it was. I was a little bit older when that came out, so like it was a little bit too kiddie for me by the time it came out. But speaking of nostalgia, we used to watch Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. See, honorable mention. The Three's Company, I think, just aged out everyone. That's all good. I love Three's Company. I actually recently started watching Three's Company because I'd never seen it before. It was one of the only sitcoms that was like super duper popular that I don't think I've seen very much of. And it was a bit of an older one. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. You know why they did Sunday, Monday, happy days? If you watch my episode, then you know. Do you know? If you don't know, that's okay. I'll explain it. But let me know. Do you know? Do you know why it's the listing format? I'll give it a second. Why? You gotta watch Three Stooges. Yeah, I do. I do need to watch Three Stooges. Okay. Why? Because the listing format, the Sunday, the Monday, the happy days, was inspired by, I'll tell you, don't worry. It was inspired by the song Rock Around the Clock, which was the original theme song for Happy Days. Because Rock Around the Clock goes 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. And so the listing format of that was like pulled into Happy Days, the song, because they needed a song with the same energy. So they came up with Sunday, Monday, Happy Days in replace of 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. Did anybody figure out all my hidden references in episode 6? Not yet. So go back, go watch it, and look through. If you can find every single one, and if you can comment down below every single one, then I will give you a dedicated shout out in my next episode. But it's got to be before my next episode, or else I won't know to put it in my next episode. But then I can put it in the next episode after that, if that's cool. Mary Poppins, yes. See, what part of Disney is that? Because that's not a Disney Channel, that's just Disney movies. But it's not a princess, so it's just movies. I'd love to watch Kid Ink. Fergie was part of the cast. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Fergie was... Huh. You learn something new every day. Mary Poppins, when... Unless Albert was laughing in the air and Dick Van Dyke was laughing in the air. I'm like them. Yeah. I loved that version. What did you guys think of the remake of Mary Poppins with Emily Blunt? What did you guys think? Want me to sponsor the show and fan club? Of course. Absolutely. Grease! Yes. I love Grease. Anytime you guys want me to do a special on Grease, I will. Because it's amazing. It's a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies, probably. It's amazing. It's like, it has everything. You don't need another movie. You just need that movie. Fergie can sing cartwheel at the same time. Fergie can. She's multi-hyphenated. Hyphenate? She's a multi-hyphenate. You were the one that I want. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Grease was a classic. It is a classic. You could do another sitcom episode on Grease. A sitcom episode on Grease? How so? Why? Why sitcom episode? Or just an episode? What's my favorite Grease song? I can do a really good impression of the I don't even know what it's officially called. The Look at Me, I'm Sandra D part. That one's that's probably my favorite scene. Episode, not sitcom. Yeah, episode. I know what you meant. Have you seen The Greatest Showman? I have seen The Greatest Showman. That's a great movie. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. I did that song when I was like 6 at a school talent show. But the Broadway version of it, which actually spells it out. So I had to learn how to spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm winning the spelling bee. Yes. Let's see. Can I still spell out supercalifragilistic without looking? Because I know he just put it. Okay. supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. Is it G? It's D, isn't it? L-I-O-I-G. Oh, D. O-I-D. Can't show the in my typing because I suck. No, you were great. That was great. You did the spelling perfectly. Princess Bride. Yes. Princess Bride. I always get Princess Bride confused with what's the other one? I don't know. I feel like Princess Bride, you guys, I don't know if I'm totally wrong. You guys may hate me. But I think Princess Bride and, I just had it in my head. Where did it go? Princess Bride, Monty Python. I think they are very similar. Like, similar in comedy. I think you missed an E sound. I probably did. It's been so long since I spelled out supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So I probably messed it up. You can do an entire episode on Grease songs. I could. I can, and I might, just because I can, and I want to. Grace episode! Yes! What's funny is that when Mary says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in reverse, she doesn't even say it in spelling reverse. Oh, what do you mean? Even say it in spelling reverse? Oh, oh, yeah. What in the world is that word? Oh, isn't that the longest word? What? What is that? I don't even know how to say that word. I've seen it though on the internet, and people attempt to say it. An episode on Hanna-Barbera characters. Ooh, that could be cool. I think it is popular in the web because I know I've seen that word before, but there's no way I can say it. Okay, everybody, we're gonna try. Okay. Pneumono ultramicroscopics volcanoneosis. There we go. I did it. My study of Latin root words didn't fail me. Would you rather always have wet socks or always have a tiny pebble in your shoe? What? What? Neither, but probably a tiny pebble in my shoe. Because I don't want to have wet socks. That's just disgusting. Lion King, yes. That could be also in like movies that were turned into musicals. Somebody in a fictional world dies because of pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoneosis. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, wet socks suck. Thank you. Gallinoth 619. That's a new face. Hello. Simone, which drummer inspired you to start playing? Oh, I have a lot of inspiration from John Bonham, I will say. He's probably one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to drumming and my drum style and the way I like to play the drums and also the songs I like to play. I love to play Led Zeppelin. They're so smooth and they're complex, but you can you can feel it, you know? And as long as you can feel it, then they're easy and they're so fun to play. I mean, not easy, but like they're just they just flow. They feel natural, you know? Will you ever cover a Limp Bizkit song? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what future episodes have entail for themselves. And if there's a Limp Bizkit song that is calling to be covered, then for sure, let's do it. Have you wanted to have an electric drum kit? I had an electric drum kit a very, very long time ago. And it just like I'm so true to acoustic drum kits. I see the purpose of an electric drum kit and I see why it could be amazing to have one. But personal preference is an acoustic kit. I love mine. That's made by Michael Outlaw from Outlaw Drums. It's amazing. It's a custom kit. It sounds beautiful. It is the perfect sizes for me. I love things that are small. I have a small car. I have a small drum kit. I like things that are just small and very compact. So it's beautiful. I love it. That proves again that drums are beyond da ba da boom douche. Okay, another question. Should I do a little like EDUCOVERS side video sort of thing on drum language? Because I feel like a lot of musicians are very confused by it and our like ability to speak in just like sort of things. Should I translate for you guys? Like, give me a video that's of somebody doing that. Would you like me to translate it? I can translate it for you. I can play it. Or just like, I don't know, make a video, tag me, and say, hey, play this. And I'll try to play it. Hi-hat snares, ghost notes, except for jargon and mini. Yeah. Acoustics all the way. acoustics over electric. I said that because I have an electric, but only because I don't have space in my house. See, that's where it comes in handy, is like when you don't have the full space to have an acoustic kit, or when you're in some sort of complex where you can't be too loud or whatever, electric kits come in handy. But at the end of the day, acoustics, where it's at. Say hi, my name is Simone in drum language. Not entirely sure that's how that works. But I don't know. If you wanted it to be to the tune of like a snare and bass drum basic beat, it would just be boom tats, tats. And that's it. Did you ever play some Alice in Chains? I have in the past, yeah. I don't know if I've posted it, but I did play Wood live once, which was fun. Should I cover it? Should I do a cover of it? Alice in Chains does have some feel. What about air drumming? Yes. Air drumming is awesome. Have you seen those things that's like, I've seen somewhere on the internet, it's a drum kit where all it is sticks, and then it's like, I don't know, it knows where you're hitting and your motions, and then it plays the sound. Like, I don't know if this is making any sense, but literally, it's just sticks, and you just air drum like this, and it knows that this movement is a hi-hat, and this movement is a snare, and if you go like this, it'll do the toms. Yes, you've seen those? Yes? Okay, so I'm not crazy. So, right, air drumming. You don't even need any space. You need a closet for that. So when didn't you start your channel with a bunch of Nirvana songs? I did. I did start with a bunch of Nirvana songs. Have you played Girl, considering that has a potential guest on your show? Yes. I played a ton of Girl. And the early parts of my channel, I did a bunch of drum covers, mainly a lot of Nirvana. I've done, let me think. Smells Like Teen Spirit was my first. I've done Breed. I've done In Bloom. I've done Territorial Pissings. I've done Come As You Are. A few others that I'm blanking on what they were. Simone, do you still act? I do. I act all the time. I'm constantly auditioning for new things. Actually, currently, right now, I have 3 auditions. So I'm always acting. I am in a movie called 213 Bones, which will hopefully be out to the public this year. We will see about that. But yeah, keep an eye out, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me in some movies, hopefully. You might act in the next Spider-Man movie. That would be pretty cool. That would be awesome. Best of luck in your acting endeavors. Thank you so much. Ox Ready, that means Halloween Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yes. And Hocus Pocus. Oh, we need a Halloween episode. Yes. The Addams Family, Hocus Pocus. Yes. Casper the Friendly Ghost. What's some more? Okay. Question for you guys. Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? I saw the premiere was in the UK. Yes, we did have a premiere last year in the UK at Fright Fest in London. It was at Leicester Square. Am I saying that right? Halloween. Yep, Halloween. Both. Yes. Do you like jazz drumming? It depends. I mean, I'm a music lover, so I love all music. But like, yeah, I think I do. I just haven't been exposed to it too much, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, like big band drumming, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I love a Halloween movie. I believe a Halloween movie because they steal Santa, but I don't like it because they sing a lot and sad. True. Yeah, it could be both, right? Nightmare Before Christmas? It's a Halloween movie. It's more Halloween, right? Right? Lester, pronounced Lester. Yes, okay, cool. Because before I went to London, I was like, oh, it's like Leicester. But no, then when I went to London, everybody was calling it Leicester. I was like, oh, it's Leicester. So the more you know. And now I'm starting to pick up on things with the ending Eiceester is Esther, not like I'm adding syllables consistently. So I'm learning. I put a spell on you from not Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus, yeah. It's Hocus Pocus confuses me because there's also a band called Focus Pocus or Pocus Focus. There's so many like Hocus Pocus. There's a Hocus Pocus by Focus, and then there's a Hocus Pocus the movie, and then there's I always get confused. Gloucester, right? Worcester. Well, you guys would say Worcester because you guys don't really pronounce the R. So would we say Worcester? Or should I just British accent it like Worcester? You really look like a Disney Channel girl. Thank you. I think that's a compliment. Yeah, that's a compliment. I actually, when I was younger, I auditioned for a lot of Disney Channel, Nickelodeon sort of stuff, and I was very close to being a lead on a Nickelodeon show. So, I was very young though. Yeah, for real. For real. It's true. Blows my mind. Blows my mind too. Okay. I want to show you guys something that I found recently. I love thrifting. For all of my episodes, I go out and I thrift and I find some new things because I try to stay true and vintage to the decades that I'm talking about. So I like to find real vintage clothing or stuff that at least looks vintage. So recently I went to Goodwill and rummaged through. The Goodwills in Atlanta are particularly amazing. And I have found this little item of clothing. I wore it in the last episode for Fraser Crane and that segment. It is very cool. And here's a little bit about it. So I looked it up. I put a bunch of things into Google, did a ton of research because I like to know what I'm wearing. So this is actually an equestrian jacket. It's for horseback riding. It's from 1995 to 2004, roughly. And we know it is before 2004 because the tag that is on it, wherever it is, right here, they switched to a different kind of tag. So it doesn't look like that anymore. And also, around the 2000s, early 2000s, they, in like equestrian horseback riding, and it's called a hunt coat, they switched from being a wool blend to being, I have it here. What is it? They switched from being a wool blend to having more ultra stretchy, soft shell mesh sort of fabrics. So it's definitely before the 2000s, and it's definitely after the 90s. So it's 95 to 2004-ish era. And it's very cool. It's made by a brand called Grand Prix. Kurt FJ, hello! Hi, YT didn't tell me you were live. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. How are you doing? We're just going over episode 6 and talking about a new find. Let's get back to it. It's from 1995 to 2004. It's by a brand called Grand Prix, which is only made in Canada. It's Canada made, and it is actually handmade. It has the fabric number. It has the order number on it as well. You can see it right there. There we go. It has the tag from somebody dry cleaning it. It's very cool. So, and it is a size 14 short. It cost me about $5. So when you guys are sending super chats and super thanks like Kurt FJ just did, It helps me be able to get all this stuff, and I'm not going to luxury brands. I'm going to Goodwill. So again, I got that for $5. So Kurt FJ's $20. That can get me 4 shirts, 4 vintage jackets, which is amazing. And so you guys are directly supporting me and directly helping me out to get the clothing for every episode and all that sort of fun stuff. So yeah, I got it at Goodwill, which is awesome. Goodwill is awesome, right? Thrifting finds. I love Star Wars, Darth Vader. While she's going wear the suit, she's showing us will $5 Vader shoot. This was also $5. So you should go for it. Go get the Vader suit. That's a crazy cheap for a tailor jacket. It is. That's very true, and it's tailored. It's custom tailored, which is crazy. It's beautiful. I find so many great things at thrift stores, and people don't even know that they're vintage. Shelly Ballbuster, thank you so much for your wardrobe. I will surely use it. Thank you so much. Yes, going to Goodwill is amazing, and people don't even realize that, like, some of the stuff there is true vintage. In another episode, I will feature this. I don't wanna spoil it yet, but I found another from the 1970s blazer jacket that's gorgeous. It's floral. It's got so many colors on it, and it is true 1970s vintage. So it is beautiful. And again, I got it for $5, which is beautiful. The force is strong with this one. Thank you. Thank you. The force is strong with you as well. May the force be with you. From earlier Disney Channel. Yes. What is it? Is a comment for you. Yes. From earlier Disney Channel. Yes. The good Disney Channel. Do or do not. There is no try. I love thrift stores. Me too. I love thrift stores. Fridge with screen. Thank you so much. All the cool kids are doing it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. Yes, I love thrift finding. I found at a local thrift store here where I live, not at a Goodwill, just a like classy little thrift shop. I found a 1990s Wilson's leather jacket. If you guys know what, if you Wilson's, they're an amazing brand from the 90s and late 80s, I believe, as well. They did leather stuff, they leather classics, and it's very 90s. I believe I worn it in an episode before. I think Hits by Iconic Duos. Thank you so much, NE0765, Thrifting Gas. Yes, because you can't get anywhere without driving. Let's go shopping. Let's do it. Let's do a live while I'm shopping. Can we do that? Can we make that happen? I wonder if we could do that. I'll just do a vlog next time I go shopping. How about that? I'm so glad I managed to come here, though. I hope to catch a stream again. Yes, I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Yeah, it is real. It's very real. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Thank you guys so much for coming. I truly appreciate it. I did it a little bit earlier today to accommodate for the Europe and Asia area. So, which is amazing. So I love being able to have more of you guys on here from all over the world, because it means a lot to me to be able to have you guys on here and to be able to have you guys be able to communicate with me and to be able to experience this. So I love it. And it's so great. You know, I love the Jim Carrey, the Grinch. Yes. Oh, I love the Grinch. And Cindy Lou Who, she's in a band. She is in a band. I love her band. She has a beautiful voice, right? Even still, like, great voice when she was a kid, and now great voice but grungier, right? I love her music. It's so great. Also, the Grinch, classic, amazing. Thanks for considering us over here. Of course, I know that a lot of my followers are all over the world, so I try to make it accommodable. Is that a word? for everybody so that everybody can join and be on because I know it's hard. It's like it's 2 p.m. here, but it's bedtime for somebody, it's morning for somebody else, and it's I don't know. It's like the saying, "It's 5 o'clock somewhere." I know what that actually means, but hey, it is. Only 5 minutes left. No. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I love doing these lives. I love being able to communicate with everybody and being able to share stories, hear you guys' stories, me share mine and my thrift finds. Should I keep that going? Should I show another thrift find in my next live as well? Could you write down my birthday on your paper? Sure, when's your birthday? 8:25 p.m. in UK. No. I'm not leaving until you're done. Well, thank you so much. I will be done shortly. Which Led Zeppelin live album is your favorite? Song remains the same or How the West was one. Oh, probably the song remains the same. Okay, April 12th. 1992. Got it. Probably the song remains the same. Anthony Swanson. I won't forget. I won't forget who it is. The song remains the same. I have a live, if I can get through these quickly. Where's L? I can never find anything. L, Led Zeppelin. Okay, soundtrack. Oh, this is a soundtrack. Well, I have this one, which does have some live stuff on it. It's a soundtrack from their movie, which is cool. It has a 30-minute long Dazed and Confused. Literally, side 2, Dazed and Confused. That's the only thing that's on side 2, which is insane. But I have a CD, or CD? DVD. It's a DVD. That has a bunch of live footage from Led Zeppelin, which is very cool. And I watched it a lot when I first got it. Yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday, or I hope you have an amazing sleep if it's late where you are, or amazing evening, or great morning, or however it is in your day right now. I hope it's great. So thank you guys so much. What's more fun, making videos or going live? That's like apples and oranges. They're both so amazing. For different reasons. I love making the content because I love being able to make something that's formatted and that I can share with everybody for the rest of my life. But also I love the lives because I get to contact you guys directly. So thank you guys so much. You'll rewatch it later. I love it. Go watch some of my other episodes if you haven't already. Go rewatch them. Learn something else new. Maybe there's something that you missed. And make sure that you go to my episode 6 and try to see if you can guess every single reference that I did. And let me know in the comment section down below if you found them all. And also put what they were so I can know that you actually did find them all. I'll be watching. So I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you have an amazing day. You're gonna rewatch them all. I love it. I actually don't know where the end button is. Oh, I found it. We found it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.